What's up, YouTube? PZSC in here. So, as you can probably tell from the title, and what I'm doing is I'm logging in, so that way I get. There we go. There we go. Here, I'm actually gonna move you guys right there. I think it'll work. So, as you guys can probably tell from the title, it's kind of ironic because yet in the video I uploaded earlier this morning, I had said that I would not be that I would that I was going to slow down the my the rate of me buying Zippos and such. And sure enough, the very next video is sort of going to be about several new Zippos that I did not show in that video because I got them today, which is kind of weird. It's just how it works with me. But these Zippos, let me first of all let me just give you the quick story. And I have tried to shoot this video with my real camera, but I just do not, those videos keep turning out way too long, and I just kind of want to get this up, so I'm just going to use this one. But quick story is that today we actually did not have school. It's not snowing. If it was snowing, you would know that because I'd have shot snow videos already. So it's not snowing. What actually is going on is that there was a boil water advisory in our town, and basically there was just something had gotten into the waters, like it started leaking because it got a crew or utility workers hit it or something. So it started, some chemicals got in it. So we had a boil water advisory. So because of that, we didn't have school because the school's water would be unsafe to drink. So there you go. That's that. So what I did today is I did a bit of adventuring. Not really adventuring, but I did walk around town a lot. And I eventually got to downtown, and I ended up going into an antique shop, and they actually had Zippos there. And I bought them out. I actually ended up buying like every single one they had. There weren't very many though. In fact, I'm only going to be showing you 3 things here. But yes, I bought like everything. So yeah, and that's what I'll be showing you. So let's just go ahead and get right into it. I'm going to be showing you these in terms of their chronological order, like from oldest to newest. Although actually not really, because one of these I'm not really sure about. But here we go. Starting with this one, okay? This one right here, I'm not really sure what its finish is. That screen might actually be causing a bit of glare. Whatever, it should work. As you can see, this is either a high polish chrome or a street chrome when it was brand new. I would imagine it was probably high polish chrome. As you can see, it looks kind of, starting to get a little bit beaten up here and there, especially at the top. And in terms of when it was made, as you can see right there, it's got 4 dashes, 4 dashes on the left and 3 on the right. Alright, and if I already know that when this thing was made, but I'm going to show you anyway. If I take my handy dandy wallet and pull out my dating code card right here, let me see, where is it? Right there. If you take a look, right there, 1967 was the date. However, before I get into the however, let me also go ahead and open it. Ugh. Yeah, this thing is kinda meh. Actually, the lid apparently is broken, but cleverly the previous owner used like a push pin to fix it, which is kind of cool, kind of clever. But there's the insert there. Alright. And yeah, the insert I'm not really sure. In my past 2 takes when I had the macro setting on, I couldn't really see any markings on the insert that would indicate when it was made. I think that is right set up. I better check that. Yeah, it is. So I know this isn't going to be very good quality, but if you guys can find where this thing was made, I probably will be shooting a better video of these Zippos eventually. Maybe in my next Zippo collection update they'll probably debut in them. I was actually thinking about not doing that, but I guess I will if I'm going to do that. So, but yeah, I have no idea where this is. And the back appears to be completely blank. But this Zippo, I'm just going to go ahead and say this right now, might not actually be a Zippo. Alright, there's a few red flags. Aside from the fact that it is an oopsie, aside from that fact, because that's actually not the case. Well, I mean, it is the case, but it doesn't mean it's fake. In fact, I've noticed a lot of these script ones are oopsies. Even though this is my only oopsie, I forgot to take a look at that date again, okay? And again, it was 4 slashes on the left, 3 on the right, which is again 1967. But if you take a look over here, it says patent number. I want you guys to see that right there. And patent number was from, what was it, 1950 to 1957. All right, or yeah, it was right here. I want you to like look at that one. This one, the one that I'm covering up with my finger. That one. All right, 1957. Now, you'll see that there's pretty much like no other mentions of patent numbers from then forwards. So, why does mine have a patent number on it? See that? Right below the script logo? There's a patent number. And actually, what I've got on my computer screen right now, and I actually had to leave while I was watching this, but it's just one of Kai 101's videos, because I know he had a 1967 lighter. I just want to see what one of those looks like, what his looks like, and so yeah. But I figured before I finish that up, I would do this quick video. So yeah, and also not only that, but these pins appear to be brass. At first I thought maybe they're just tarnished. I mean, there's no way that this is a fake. There's just no way. But then as I was just looking at it more, and as I was looking at it even closer, I noticed that the spark wheel pin is correct in terms of its orientation, but the cam spring is backwards in that there's the hollow side, and there is the head of the pin. As you can see, they're sort of reversed from each other. And it also appears to be made of brass. Not only that, the tack welds are incredibly tiny, and also that patent number down there. So, there you go. I think it's a fake. It's pretty clear. So, from that exciting note, we're going to move away from my first fake and move on to this one. Alright, this one here is, you might think, a high polish chrome one that was hit with some sandpaper, because it kind of looks like it was, and it might actually have been. I actually do not know. But if you take a look at the bottom stamp here, let's see, you would actually notice that this is actually an antique finish. Alright, it's an antique chrome finish, as you can see. And in terms of when this thing was made, yes, you can maybe see that under my fingers. It's made in A of XV. We take a look at this again. Seems like somebody just came in. I don't know. Taking a look at that, XV is 1999, so January of 1999, which is kind of annoying because I really want a 2000 lighter because the bottom stamps actually look kind of different. But there you go, A of XV, antique chrome. It does have an unmatching insert, actually. It is actually unfired though, which is really cool. But the insert was made in, if I take this out real quickly, you can see, you also notice there's no divot on there. I actually am not sure why that is. I'm thinking maybe that is actually something they added later in the 2000s, but I kind of thought that they always did that. You're not going to be able to see it, but this thing was made in, where is it? K of XIV. Alright, and if you take a look at the dating chart, K of XIV stands for 1998. You might be able to assume that, but if you can see right there, 1998, because it is obviously before XV. So, that's that. Now you might notice I've only been showing you this side, and I've been showing you this side like that. The reason being is because of this. Are you ready? Some of you guys are probably going to recognize this, but for those of you who don't, you can look it up if you want to. Don't feel ashamed of it, because I actually had to, because I'm not that much of a literature buff, but yes, that is most definitely an aftermarket thing right there, but that's pretty cool. So, yeah, apparently this is, for those of you who don't know, the main character, or one of the main characters, I would assume, of a book called Malcolm X. So, yeah, my mouth's getting dry. This water is from before the advisory, just so you know. So yeah, there you go. Check it out. It actually looks really cool. I kind of wonder where he got this button because it looks really cool. But that's definitely aftermarket. I don't think Zippo would put that on there. I think that just require a lot of licensing and such. Okay, being that we only have 5 minutes left, this is the problem I was running into with my other video. Got one more thing I wanted to show you. That'll be this. Alright, now some of you know immediately what this is. But for those of you who don't know, let's take a look. Now it's getting kind of loose in the box, but I'll just sort of hold it in with my fingers and check it out. As you can see, it's actually one of Zippo's advertising things. You know, Zippo used to be huge in advertising. They would actually make merchandise for other companies, which is pretty cool. That used to be one of the big things they did. So I can only assume this thing was made around maybe the 60s or maybe 50s through the 70s. I'm not really sure, because I think that was when it was really a big deal for them. But it's basically, what this is it is a tape measure. Ooh. And this thing has a weird spring in it. I don't know if this is normal or not, but listen. Come on, do it. Do it. There you go. It makes a rev up sound. It's kind of cool. Do it. Maybe it already did it, and I just didn't hear it. Or didn't feel it. So yeah, I'm not sure if like that's a bad spring or what, but it is in extremely pristine condition. I believe this actually is one of the Zippos that was hand painted. So this was during that era, so I can tell it was before whenever they started doing switch to silk screening. And it actually is just a really nice condition. It's for a company called Evans Armstrong in either it's mirrored for me, I know it's not mirrored for you, Portsmouth, Virginia, and it's also was located in Newport News, Virginia. And I've been trying to figure out what this company did, but I can't find any information. So if you have any information on this company, let us know, because we would like to know that. That's pretty cool. So yeah, it's a little tape measure. I don't know if Zippo still makes these. I kind of think they don't, but you know, maybe they still do. I'm not really sure. But there you go. Just another thing I got at the antique store. And I paid a total of $18 for all of these because the Zippos were $5 and the tape measure was $7. Actually, it would have been $5 had I not specifically asked to look at the tape measure, because the lady did not know it wasn't a lighter. She thought it was a lighter, but it was actually just a tape measure. Anyways, guys, and just real quickly, the Rippo, that I think is a Rippo. I mean, I really am going to have to look into this more, but I'm pretty convinced it is a Rippo. Malcolm X Antique Chrome. I actually want to get one of these brand new now, Antique Chrome. And the Zippo Rule, which again I have to be careful with because it's getting kind of loose. Boom. So there you guys go. That's my sort of new Zippo thing. Hopefully you liked this video. Thanks for watching, and adios.